Yeah, life is a balance like a many. I don't think that anyone understand me. Yeah, I think my shooter pop the Zanny. Two white bitches. You know I love Savior, okay? First time I heard Savior So Based music, I didn't really fuck with it. Like, I didn't really understand the hype. But, you know, like, he's been growing on me, dude. It was like my most listened to artist a while ago. But, anyway. Why do we crave love? Right? I feel like this is a pretty universal thing, you know? I feel like a lot of people crave love and intimacy from other people. Now, I'm not saying that's for everyone, but I'm saying I feel like that's very common around like most people in the world. Now, I know that there are like asexual people. No, I don't know. Because asexual people still love, right? They just don't fuck. I think so. Like, I'm not really researched in that area, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah. Why do we crave love? Like, isn't it weird, you know, craving intimacy from another person? You know? I don't know. I feel like I'm not really coming up with a point, but I'm gonna get to a point, okay? Just give me a second, dude. This is pre-workout, by the way. So why do we crave love? You know, love is a chemical reaction in the brain, right? You feel appreciated, you feel wanted, and, you know, when another person shows you that they really like love you and care for you, a lot of people will, you know, like that feeling. And that feeling is love, you know what I'm saying? It's love, man. And love is fucking beautiful, but it can also suck, you know what I'm saying? I would say, I don't know, I think I've been in love. I'm not really sure. But my ex, you know, I liked her a lot, but I don't know if it was love, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I feel like most people in this world really, like, a lot of people try really hard to seek their partner, you know, their second half. You know, that's where that comes from, you know. Your second half comes from, what is it? I think it's some god that took away one of your halves and then put that half into another person. So they call it your second half because you're missing a part of your soul, basically. And when you meet your second half, you'll know because that's your second half, and then you'll have like your true potential. It's something like that. I don't really know, but, you know, I feel like it's very, like, love is very beautiful, you know. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a lover boy. I believe in all the cliche romantic yada yada shit, you know. Like, being romantic, I don't know, I like doing nice things for other people. But, you know, my ex, she didn't like presents, surprises, just like nothing like that. So that kind of like I wanted to do something, but like she didn't want nothing. So I don't know, that was just kind of boring. But, you know, I'm a lover boy. I believe in love, you know what I'm saying? Like, I believe there's someone out there for everyone. Actually, I'll take that back, because it really depends on you, you know. I don't think there's someone out there for everyone. I think you gotta work on yourself first, and you gotta really like put in work on yourself before you can find someone to love, before you find someone you do love, before you find your better half. You gotta love yourself before anyone, you know. This pre-workout is pretty good. My friend gave it to me, and he gave me two like boxes. And dude, awesome guy. I love that guy. But yeah, I think love comes in many forms. You have intimate love, you know, like romantic, your partner, girlfriend, boyfriend, you know what I'm saying? And then you have family love, which is like being there for your family members and, you know, supporting your family. And then I think there's love in friendship, you know what I'm saying? Like actually having respect for each other and really like knowing the other person. Like you can call it anything, but I would probably call it love, you know? Because love doesn't always have to be sexual. I really don't think love is sexual, you know what I'm saying? I feel like sex and intimacy, or actually I really like intimacy, but I feel like sex and stuff like that is really like a bonus part. Like if someone is really good at fucking giving you the haktua, fuck, I can't believe I said that, but if they're really good at that, but they don't know how to communicate, they don't have respect for you, anything like that, it's just not gonna work out. You can't have one thing and not the other. You gotta have both things. I mean, you don't gotta be good at giving head and shit like that. You don't really gotta be good at sex to experience love, is what I'm saying. But, you know, it is a bonus. But I feel like love is a lot more about the communication and the actually getting to know someone and actually like being interested in someone else's interests. And you know, a lot of people say that communication is the base of a relationship. But dude, communication is the relationship. All that there is in a relationship is communication. It's when you talk to another person and you feel like you hear what they say, their tone, everything. And you know, I hope I'm getting this across, because communication is way more important than anything else. And you know, my ex, she was very like, communication is key. We gotta communicate if we have problems. And then when I would try to communicate with her, she would just shut down and she would be like, I don't know what to respond to this. Like, dog, you said this. You said you wanted to talk. But then you say now's not the time? Like, bruh, when is the time? Don't be like that. Don't fucking be like that with me. I don't know why I'm getting mad right now, but like this shit happened like 7 months ago. I shouldn't be angry, but my fault. Oh my god. Nah, we on exchange. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, like, dude, just I don't know. Don't be that person that says that communication is key and then you don't fucking do it. Because that shit's just annoying. And it really just shows that you don't know what the fuck you've been talking about. Yeah, communication is definitely important, you know. It is the fucking ground rules. It is the fucking top of the relationship. Like, dude, when you communicate, you become stronger together. Like, you bond. that's just how it works, you know. That isn't some shit that's like maybe that works. That fucking works. Like communicating to each other, you're getting to know the person, you get to know your boundaries and their boundaries, and you get to like understand each other on a way different level. So communication is the one thing that everyone needs. Now I'ma just say this. Now I'ma say this. I'ma hit you with a blunt object. Sorry, that was a reference. I'ma just say this. Like people who get divorced, I'm gonna go on a limb here and say they have bad communication. Now I feel like that isn't really a surprise to anyone because yeah, people who divorce, they don't have good communication and they just argue and, you know. But that's something that's scary, you know. If you have kids and you know, you have a life and a wife and you've bought a house together and you live together, and then if at one point you just I don't know, get bad communication, you know, you start disliking each other. If at one point that happens and you've already gone too far and you have kids, a house, fucking each other, you know, then you've gone too far. Then you didn't talk about how you feel really like in the past. Okay, like this is something I've learned, okay? You can't be with someone because you pity them. You can't be with someone because you don't have the fucking strength to break up with them. You know, you can't be with someone because you think they'll kill themselves if you leave them. And trust me, this is something I've learned, okay? This is not something, you know, that's possible because you're forcing yourself to be with someone. You're not doing that like in your own goodwill, in your own, like, you want to do. Like, it's not something you want to do, you know? It's forced. And when something is forced, it doesn't work. But I'm gonna say this right now. It goes for both parties, you know? It goes for the man and the woman. Like, both of them need to actually be open to communicate, you know what I'm saying? Even though it's hard and conversations fucking suck, you have to do it. For one, you'll feel 100 times better after you've had a conversation. And for two, you'll get like a sense of relief, you know what I'm saying? Because you'll talk about it, you'll both kind of like listen and understand each other's views, and then you come up with a solution. But you can't do that if only one of the parties really listen, and if one of the parties just pretend like they care, you know? Like, dude, love is a complicated thing. But if you really love someone, you tell them what's wrong. And if you're with someone because you pity them, but you actually like love them, you let them go. Because they're not fucking good for you, you know what I'm saying? That's not good for any of you. For one, if you're with someone because you pity them, it's gonna be so exhausting, you know? It's gonna be so fucking exhausting because you're dealing with a lot of stuff you don't want to deal with, and it's just gonna cause a lot of issues. But you guys know the drill. Video can't be over 15. So hope you guys have an amazing day. Hope you drink your water, get your bread up, eat your bread, you fat ass. Sorry. Okay, bye.